not the audience, but in the stream there. Hello, everyone. I am Joel Moore. I am the Managing Director of Barnstorm.
My name is Sequoia Schirmer. I am the Artistic Director of Barnstorm.
And welcome to 24-Hour Theater! I actually don't have many other things to say to you guys because you're at your home, so I'd like you to pay attention and not be on your phones. However, please be safe in the chat. That's pretty much all I have to say about that.
Thank you all for streaming from home. This is going to be the only bar event this quarter where we are not allowed to have a live audience. So keep an ear out and an eye out for all the other barn events that are happening this quarter that you can come to live. Follow us on Barnstagram. On Instagram, it's just Barnstagram UCSC. That is where we do the most updates. And the shows that we have coming up this quarter are...
well, we have first up Disputes and Demurrals, which will open up in this space, second stage, to an audience at this time. And that'll be on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Yeah, February 16th, 17th, and 18th, right around there. And the other show we have after that is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. And that will be March 4th, 6th, and 5th. Don't know why I did it that way. And that'll be week 9. That'll also be in second stage. Barn is in second stage this quarter, not in the barn, unfortunately.
And then week 10, we will be having 2 different sketch teams performing, both Shabam and a currently untitled sketch show. Will it ever get titled? I don't know. Who needs a title? Am I right? So keep an eye out for all of those events. And without further ado, welcome to 24-Hour Theater!
Puncher! Hello, everybody! Thanks again for streaming in live via Twitch. So, we've got a wonderful show lined up for you today. My name is Asta. I'm the director of 24-Hour. And I'm really, really tired. I've had about an hour of sleep in the last 24 hours? More than that. Delirium did set in at point. It's fine. A lot of cackling. It's fine. Everything's fine. Anyway, the shows you're about to see are hilarious, entertaining, emotionally moving. Any combination of those 3 things. We've got a couple of sketches for you. We've got a couple of slightly longer one-acts. You'll laugh. You'll cry. You'll wish you were here in person. Nothing to be helped about that. We have 3 wonderful, wonderful groups. Their names are listed down in credits below you. I checked this out myself in alphabetical order. And I can't think of anything else that I wanted to say. So without any further ado, let's get our first group on out here. Woo! Thanks, guys!
Coming this fall, when Bella moved to the sleepy town of Forks, Washington, she knew her life would never be the same.
Who's he? Him? That's Edward. He's cute but super reclusive, so better luck next time.
A paranormal romance for a new generation.
Oh, here he comes!
Bella's life's about to get scrumdiddlyumptious. Twiloompa.
I know what you are.
I want you to say it.
Your skin is orange. Your hair is green. You wear little overalls.
Say it. Out loud.
You're an Oompa Loompa.
Doopity-doo. Are you scared?
No.
from the makers of Twilight and Funded.
I've killed before.
That's okay.
I turned a little girl into a blueberry.
It doesn't matter.
I've never wanted to drown someone in a chocolate river more.
I trust you.
A new spin on a classic tale.
Do you still kill children?
No, not anymore.
How do you satisfy your urges?
I consider myself a vegetarian.
What do you mean?
I don't put children in the taffy puller. Instead, I take the lives of registered sex offenders.
Oh, well, I guess if you're gonna kill someone.
It might as well be them, right?
Yeah.
Thrill as the legendary love triangle unfolds.
So I heard that you and Edward were going steady. I guess so, Squirrel Jacob. What do you care? Let me tell you my honest opinion. That dude, he's a bad nut. You don't know him like I do. He's bad news, choke up.
And watch 20 fucking minutes of the baseball scene, but with Rhodey. Roger Ebert says, no. The Los Angeles Times calls it a Chernobyl of bad decisions, and fanfiction.net says, who is this made for? Thrill as they face off against foes.
That's so hot.
What do you do when you kill little rats?
You have no fed my rats.
Take up your body and ground up its parts.
And turn your innards into sweet tarts.
Only $13.99.
Sweet tarts.
Twiloompa, coming to a theater near you.
Oh.
What you got there?
Ain't fucking business, that's what.
Alright, partner. You're gonna need some mighty strong soap to wash that language out of your mouth. No need to be hurt.
Don't try to teach me manners, you fucking yeehaw.
That's fighting words, sir!
Oh yeah? What exactly are you gonna do about it?
Shh, you're about to find out, yuppie. Whoa! That's a whole lot of moolah you got there, bud! Got a story there?
Like I told you, it's none of your goddamn business.
You partaking in some of that white-collar crime I heard on the radio?
No,
Or you taking that money to your secret family in the next town over?
No, I just gotta get on a plane. I mean, nothing.
That sounds like tax evasion.
What do you know about tax evasion?
Hey, I'm a law-abiding citizen, unlike you. I got my W-2s.
Oh yeah? Who's your tax guy? Stilson's and Sons? You know, they're known for cooking their books. Something awful.
How'd you know that?
Well, I'm the one who's been doing it.
I should have known! Is that still the case?
What do you think?
What do I think? I think you're heading offshore with that cash. Correct, mundo?
Correct, Mundo.
We talking Swiss, Cayman, or crypto?
NFTs.
By God! Good luck there, pal. My cousin lost everything in a pump and dump.
That's the goal, yeah. I'll be doing the pumping, and if I'm lucky, dabbling in some dumping.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Yeah, that came off a little vulgar. A deep joke in the making.
Nah, I was just thinking it sounded sketchy as heck. You, sir, are one twisted son of a gun.
What, you think you're better than me? I'm just looking out for me and the missus.
True nobility comes not from superiority over your fellow man, but over your former self.
Oh, wow, that's deep. Who said that? Jesus?
Hemingway.
Oh, I love Great Expectations.
That's Dickens.
Whatever.
Hey, buddy. Can you level with me for a minute?
What do you want now?
Do you enjoy what you do?
I mean, do I have to? What does joy got to do with work? I get paid. It's eat or be eaten in this fucked up world. Something the likes of you could never understand.
The way I see it, true wealth comes from helping people. And how you spend your time is important.
Well, it just so happens the time is something I'm short on. When the fuck is this bus gonna get here?
What's the hurry?
What's the hurry? My flight leaves in 2 hours. I've got to get this cash through customs, and that's gonna take a while. If this goddamn bus driver wasn't so goddamn lazy, I could have been halfway there by now.
Well, it seems the only one who has a problem here is you. Not everyone has the luxury of being in control of their own time. Some people have real jobs or children at home, mouths to feed. It's easy to lose control of the ship when you don't have a shield of money to smooth over the rocky tides. Have some compassion, dickweed.
I know. I didn't choose to live like this. You know my name, not my story, you sanctimonious prick.
I actually don't know your name, buddy.
And you're not going to.
Well, I don't need to know exactly what's going on in your life, but don't pretend you're better than everyone else just because of that chunk of change you got there. The bus does not exist to serve you. It exists to serve everyone.
I should have called an Uber.
Looks like you don't need to. This you, the people's Uber has arrived.
Well, I'd say it was nice to meet you, but I'd be lying.
Likewise. Howdy, ma'am. Waiting for a connection.
I guess you could say that.
Got the time?
Time is the last thing I have right now. I'm almost 25 and still unmarried. At this point, it looks like I'll never be.
What's with the fancy getup then?
Don't mock me.
I ain't mocking, just curious. It's a mighty fancy dress for a trip to the grocery store.
Well, if you couldn't tell, I was just jilted at the altar today.
My sincerest apologies, ma'am. Whoever he was, he don't deserve you.
She was the best thing that ever happened to me. Or at least, I thought she was. Still can't believe it. After all that time and money I've spent on her, I get to the altar and all I see is a note saying she's fleeing from the IRS. I should have known she was a gold digger. She looked just like Anna Nicole Smith. Can't do this anymore. I can't talk about this. What about you? What are you here for?
What? I'm off to the big city. Visit my son.
Must be nice to have somewhere to go, have someone that loves you.
It sure should be, huh?
It isn't?
Might be a bit of an awkward situation if you know what I mean. His ma and I don't quite see eye to eye.
Philosophical differences?
If you call a disagreement over which man exactly belonged in our marital bed philosophical disagreements, then yes.
Damn, I guess we all have problems.
You're telling me. Anyway, she shacked up with the fella and took my kid.
Expecting a fight with the new guy?
Well, I haven't exactly told them I'm coming.
Bold.
I just want to see my boy.
Mind if I go along with you?
Seriously?
I'm just joking. But it's not like I have anywhere else to be. I just need to get on a bus. Any bus.
The first one wasn't good enough for you, huh?
You're awful nosy for a cowboy.
What can I say? I'm curious.
Nosy is what you are.
Ah! That's very funny, city girl. You know, my daddy once told me it's tough business becoming a man, and even tougher, staying one.
What's that got to do with me?
The way I see it, darling, it has everything to do with you. You see, what he meant was, it's hard having principles, and even harder keeping them. I ain't saying I'm a saint. With things like marriage, folks get cold feet, because life is always running out, and to marry is to finally choose someone who's worth every fleeting minute of it.
Pretty profound for a guy wearing a belt buckle the size of Texas.
Sweetheart, everything's big in Texas.
Don't call me sweetheart.
Sorry. What now?
I think I know where I want to go.
And where's that?
Somewhere where my clothes fit in with the climate. Maybe Texas?
Oh. That reminds me of a song I once heard.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
So, what brings you two here today?
She just doesn't understand me. I'm always trying to explain it, but I just get so frustrated. I feel like she never hears me.
This is him all day.
She doesn't get it.
Get what?
That I have passions in life. Like hacky sack.
Here he goes again about his dumb hobbies.
It isn't a hobby. Hacky sack is a sport, it's an art form, it's a philosophy, it's life.
Yo! Yeah.
You are a grown man. Yesterday he was so distracted playing with his bean bags that he forgot about our date night.
Honey, you just don't understand. The sacks are my life. No, they're my soul.
Well, if hacky sack is your soul, then how come you aren't better in the sack?
Oh, whatever.
Ebenezer, do you think it's possible? You're spending a little too much time on hacky sack, not enough time on your marriage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I spend time trying to provide for my family.
It's true. He entered a hacky sack competition. Tell her what you won in the competition.
I won 3rd place.
No. Tell her what you won in the competition.
The bronze medal.
Except they didn't really give you a bronze medal. They don't give out medals at a hacky sack convention. Tell her what they gave you.
A $20 gift card for TGI Fridays.
Cheryl, what I'm hearing is that you want Ebenezer to make more money playing hacky sack. No, in my ideal world, he makes $0 playing hacky sack because he doesn't play hacky sack. Because he has a full-time job and spends time with his family.
Well, I mean, that might not be fair to Ebenezer. Isn't he allowed to have his hobbies? In moderation?
It's not just the hacky sack, though. He's been taking trampolining classes.
Trampolining? I didn't know that was a verb.
Trampolining is an Olympic sport.
If you're 5,
If I'm 5. There's no age limit to be in the Olympics, Cheryl, so you may mock me, but in theory, a 5-year-old could compete at an international level if they trained their body to the limit. So you sound stupid right now. And some of the young children that are in my classes are excellent athletes.
I got a letter from his boss. He's been going out sick to work and been going
I've been getting good at it.
You've been getting good. You've been getting good. Okay. Go ahead. Show us. Do a flip right now. Show us how good you're getting. Yeah, maybe you should show us.
All right. It's not safe to do a flip until you've stretched out. You guys are gonna you're gonna be eating your words in a few seconds.
I fully expect you.
1. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, I can't do one like now.
Okay, because he has trouble performing under pressure.
That has nothing to do with it.
If you know what I mean.
The floor isn't trampoline. It's hard.
It's hard, he says. That's a first.
I know exactly what you mean, Cheryl.
Oh, you get the double meaning in what I said?
Yes, it can be hard to acknowledge the difficulty of his inner work.
Thank you, marriage counselor.
That is not my name.
Sorry.
Ebenezer, it's clear to me that your hobbies are really
Passions.
are taking over your life, and that's hurting your family. And there are spoons. Why are there spoons?
Musical spoons.
Hell yeah.
Keeps them in his pocket at all times in case inspiration hits.
Hang on. It's not. Normally, it sounds like Hotline Bling.
You know, it's actually pretty good when it works. Wow.
Oh, be careful, Gracie. It's slippery. Mom always says you have to be safe when the tide's high. Kelly, I am being safe. This is where the flattest rocks are. It's not like I'm gonna get eaten by some river monster. Those are real? Oh my God, you're such a scaredy cat. This is why you have to sleep with a nightlight.
What are you talking about?
I just like the light. I don't think that there are gonna be monsters that are gonna come out of my closet and eat me in my sleep and murder the rest of my family.
Did you pee your pants?
Oh my God, you did! Oh, please don't tell Mom. She's gonna get really mad at me. I will tell Mom if you clean my room for the rest of the week.
And if you tell Mom, I'll tell her about the time you called me S-T-U-P-I-D.
You wouldn't.
Well, let's just help pick up the stones. Think this will be enough?
I mean, I have two.
This will work. Okay, good. We have to put them in a 3-foot circle and give it a roof with little flowers on top. It has to be pretty or the fairies won't be attracted to it.
Why are you doing this again?
Because the fairies will protect us.
From what?
The river monsters.
Oh yeah, because they're so scary.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. I guess I haven't really given
much thought.
Well, I want to be a doctor.
Really? Why? It seems like kind of a hard job.
Well, so I can help sick people. You know, Miss Kilton down the street, she used to give us cookies on our front porch every day, but now she never comes out of our house.
Can we?
What?
Mrs. Kilton, she passed away.
Gracie,
Yeah?
what do you think happens when you die?
What? I don't know. Why are you asking me that? That's so dark.
I don't ever think I want to die.
You're not gonna die.
Doesn't everyone die?
Well, yeah, I guess eventually, but you're not gonna die anytime soon, I promise.
You can't promise me that. You don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Can you just drop it and help me build the house? Oh, look, there's a fairy right behind you.
Oh, where?
Like, right behind you.
Oh.
There you go.
I can't see it.
Just use your imagination.
I am using my imagination.
Well, is that how you're able to see me?
What?
Don't you remember?
You're just trying to trick me.
Stop pretending again, because you know I'm not really here.
Just stop, okay?
You can't keep pretending like I'm real. You have to tell yourself the truth.
It wasn't my fault. I told you to be careful. Mom
It
said.
doesn't matter what Mom said now, does it?
Yeah. I guess it doesn't. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just build the house.
What do you see when you look at me? As I stand here, alone, what do you make of me? Am I just here to be mocked? Do I exist to be scoffed at? To be the object of your chortles? Do you want to come up here and laugh at me? I'm used to being laughed at. My whole life, no one shared my love for the finer things in life. I put myself out there, and time again, I'm shut down. What are we, if not a product of our environment? Mother never believed in me. She said no one will take me seriously. No one will appreciate me or care for me at all. And you know what? Maybe she was right. Maybe I will be alone forever. Who is that? Who are you? Show yourself! Silence. Again. Not even the wind wants to visit me. Today was going to be the first day of my new life. A celebration at the beginning of my legacy. But instead, I'm sitting here alone with 24 potatoes roasting in the oven, with no one here to share them with me. Mother, you were right. My potato farm seems destined for pestilence and bad fortune. I harvest these potatoes with my bare hands, the labors of my love, with no one to appreciate them. I give myself to you, the world, and in return, you give me nothing. Nothing. I have nothing. Oh my heavens! Somebody shut the door! Aha! You were wrong, mother! Come in. Hello, come in. I'm happy you are here. Can I take your coat? Do you want something to drink? Are you cold? Do you want me to turn the fireplace on?
One second. I'm happy I could be here. No thank you. Maybe later? And, no thank you. My name is Juniper.
I'm Francis Gold, as you may know from the flyers I put out. Well, I'm very excited that you finally arrived, Juniper. I have so many things planned for us.
Well, I'm always excited for a party.
So, I have a lot of events planned for tonight. We'll start with an appetizer round, a divine soup, and then we'll get into the main event of the party, which I'm really excited for. 24 little babies baking in the oven. Who knows, maybe we'll end the round with a hash brown. Oh, another guest! The door is unlocked, you can come right!
Welcome me. I am welcome me. Thank you, me. You. I bet you weren't expecting me. No one ever is. I am the element of surprise. I'm the creature in your cupboard. I am the night in the daytime, the raccoon in the sewer. I am the one who rings. I am your worst daydream. I am incontinent. I heard about your little potato party, and I will not allow it.
Please, don't do this. Not tonight, of all nights.
If not tonight, then when?
Please, tonight was so important. This needs to go well for me.
Why? What need do you have of your little potato party going well?
I can't say.
Is it them?
Shh! They can hear us.
I see.
Will someone tell me what's going on? I'm just here to have a good time.
Ignore Remington over here.
It's Remy. I've grown. Unlike you, Francisco.
Ignore Remy. We should get to the party. We're gonna have fun, and it's going to be fun, and you're gonna have a good time.
You're very confident. What's a potato party even about?
Potatoes, duh. I mean, come on.
Okay, but what?
My first potato party had a much better turnout. I was only 18 when I threw my first. I had elaborate dancers in sacks, vodka distilled from the finest potatoes, people all over me. Of course, it's because I center all my parties around the russet.
Not the russets again. You know the Yukon Golds are clearly superior. They're dynamic, they're exquisite, they're petite and delicate.
Gold. That sounds expensive.
They're not. They're very economical.
Which is why no one respects them. The russet is a classic potato. They can be mashed, they can be fried. They are a vessel for cheeses and onions.
Yet they crumble into bits and pieces at the touch of a nice and warm soup. The russet potato, which you still seem to hold so highly, seems too primitive for the atmosphere of a formal, refined party of expensive taste.
You think strength is about how much you can take before you crumble? The strength is in the bravery of the russet to dare to break when all those expect them to be strong. Their tough skin is expected to hold the weight of the world.
Do you need to talk?
You're right, Remy doesn't need to talk anymore. She was just leaving because I don't want her here.
You don't want me here. I was invited. In fact, the whole town was invited, and it seems none of them showed up anyway.
I did.
I am just here to enjoy your potatoes and to see what you're producing these days.
I don't have enough potatoes in the oven. I only put in 2.
I thought you said there were 24.
24? Oh, well, that is sad. You must be very disappointed. Wait, did you say oven?
Yes, they're roasting.
Yukon Gold baked potatoes. Well, now I am sure glad no one came to this. You do not bake Yukon potatoes.
Potatoes?
They are not being baked. They're being roasted. I won't stand for this. Yukons can do anything. I won't give up on my potatoes.
Well, Juniper, what do you think?
About what?
Which potato is superior? We need an unbiased judge.
Yes, as you were the first to arrive, you were the most distinguished and capable of being a judge.
Superior in what way? What makes a Yukon different from
from a russet.
The Yukon Gold is a complex and versatile potato that can be used for an assortment of exquisite dishes and paired well with almost any meat.
Are we still talking about potatoes?
Are you talking about potatoes?
I'm taking their indecision as a vote for russet.
Who gave you that power?
My father, Russell Potato III.
You always talk about your father, but when are you going to stop hiding behind him and his legacy?
When are you gonna stop hiding behind your mother, pretending she's the only reason you've made nothing of yourself?
Nothing of myself? Who would someone consider to be nothing know the name of every potato in the world?
Well, I sure do.
I highly doubt you. I challenge you to a potato naming contest.
You're on.
Yukon Gold.
Russet.
Red Gold.
All blue.
Purple Majesty.
Austrian Crescent.
French Fingerling.
Kennebec.
Sweet potato!
Well, you know what they say. Potato, potato?
It's potato!
What happened to us?
I don't know. You moved to a bigger and better things, and I stayed where I was, stagnant, like a potato waiting to be plucked from the ground. Yet the potato stayed in the ground, unplucked. I stayed in the ground, buried beneath the past, buried underneath the death of my father, the persistent disapproval of my mother, and the heartbreak from your sudden betrayal. From our first potato party, I always thought that we would be together, not for our reciprocated appreciation of each other, but for our love for the finer starches in life. Yet you seem to have different ideas for your life, for our lives, and then you never seem to care for me anymore.
I waited for you. All these years throwing these elaborate parties and you never even came. I waited years wishing that you would walk through that door. I put out a sack of green potatoes outside for you. You never anticipate how lonely it is to be at the top. But you left me with nothing but potatoes to fill this void. You call this, russet that. We used to be friends. We used to laugh and we used to run through the potato fields. So many parties, sharing family recipes, sharing memories. And all because of this stupid decision we made when we were 17. You know what? Fuck russet potatoes. What point is there to have potatoes when there's no one to share them with?
Fuck Yukon Gold potatoes! Life isn't golden without someone to share a sweet potato with. And it doesn't even have to be a sweet potato. It can be a russet. It can be a purple majesty for all I care. It could be Care's Pink. I would share a Care's Pink baked potato with you, despite how much I despise them. I would do it because at least I was eating it with you. My father said once, the world is your potato, and you can load it however you want.
That is so beautiful.
Okay. Well, hey guys.
What the fuck?
Like, I love this journey for you two and everything, but I'm here to party and to have a good time. And you're arguing over potatoes. Potatoes of all things. The only thing potatoes are good for are smashing windows and being a good friend.
Smashing windows?
Being a good friend?
Yeah. Potato?
This is a rock. Do you know what a potato is?
This is not a potato?
Can you believe this shit?
And you think I called you distinguished earlier?
You make me sick.
Watch was a social experiment created by 5 college students about the experience of overcoming
Guys, what are you
differences
doing?
And learning to hate others.
but together. It was supposed to make you
What the
laugh,
fuck?
supposed to make you cry,
Guys!
supposed to remind you
This
of the
is
failure of the
ridiculous.
American dream.
No,
And at the end of the day,